Today I'm playing in a half-stock Tiger. I'm going to make my life very difficult by doing that, and I could absolutely avoid this if I wanted to. Let me explain. First, let's look at what I don't have. Well, currently I have the stock turret, I have the stock 88, and I have the stock suspension. Luckily for me, I have the upgraded radio. Yay! But at least I don't have the stock 7.5. So what do I mean I could avoid this? Well, I need a little under 28,000 free experience to research the last two modules, and I already have the Tiger 2 fully blueprint fragmented just from collecting them from the daily missions. I have 400,000 free experience sitting in my account. I could absolutely use some of that and just skip right to the Tiger 2, but I didn't. One reason was because I heard this Tiger upgraded was actually quite decent and rather fun to play, so I wanted to give that a try for myself. The other reason is I want to save that free experience for something, say, like the next assembly shop vehicle, where I can purchase it, or for a vehicle that I really just want to get through for some reason. I'm basically saving it for a rainy day, and I don't want to spend it on stupid stuff like this because it'll disappear in a hurry. Now, getting back to the battle, this M6 gave us a shot at his turret. We had absolutely no luck penetrating it the first time. That time I managed to find a spot right below the turret that was a little bit softer and managed to play our tiny little part in finishing him off. We actually collected a hair of assistance damage there in the meantime, and now I'm going to push up here and see if I can help my what appears to be fully upgraded Tiger 1 ally in doing some damage. Hopefully this IS will poke around the corner and make a mistake. We want to see, I can't quite get the shot in there, my ally is in the way. We want to make sure though that no one else pokes around the right side of that rock there and gets a shot on us, such as this M6 or that M4 over there, which actually managed to bounce off of our front armor somewhere, somehow. I'll take it. I didn't expect that to bounce, even with that little gun that it probably has, but I'll take it. Now, the IS, I need it to poke around again. I really need an opportunity to get some damage in. I really want to research this vehicle. I don't want to play it stock. I want to get the better gun at the very least, which means the better turret, which means the better suspension, unless I do something like hardening and increase my load capacity, and get on with the fun stuff. I did spend more time than I'd like to admit waiting for that IS to come around the corner, but just to break it up here, the SU-100M1 decided to push up and give himself a bit of a headache. And by a headache, I mean sacrifice some hit points to myself and my allies. And again, I got a touch of free experience for my assistance there a few times. Now my allies have pushed up a little bit, so I'm going to see if I can get a quick shot at this IS when he pokes around the corner. Didn't quite have the chance. My ally was kind of in the way, and even then I think my shot would have missed either way. Now my allies are going to sacrifice a few hit points. The VK is taking a big hit. The VK is dead. The Tiger took a hit a minute ago as well. I'm just going to sit back here a little bit, try to support the Tiger, but try not to put myself in a situation where I'm going to lose those hit points as well. I don't want my allies to die, but I also don't want to sacrifice my hit points trying to protect them for a needless cause. And I need to watch out for this M4 to poke around the corner here again. I don't want to start getting into some sort of DPM war with him, but he's putting himself out into the open. I'm going to try to back up here and make only my turret sticking over the ridge, try to at least make myself a bit of a hard target to hit. He damages my gun, I quickly repair it, and I just can't quite get through that turret of the M4 with this little kind of stock 88. Will he give me another shot to do damage? Yes, he will. I'm going to shoot underneath the dead ally there. And now the M4 is pushing right up onto the hill. That's a tactic I didn't expect to happen. And, well, now there's a P-43 as well. I'm not expecting all these guys to start pushing me, and it's actually making me kind of concerned. Like, what do they know that I don't? Maybe they're making a mistake. Maybe they have a great plan and more allies than I know, but they actually do have quite a few on the hill here, which is one of the reasons why I'm not going to back up too much farther than I need to here, because I don't want to accidentally get shot by somebody who's sitting up there in a bush or waiting for me to make the mistake. I do kind of give my side here a little bit because I want to turn around and face this Tog 2. I cannot let him poke around the corner. I cannot let him march into my base. I cannot hopefully allow him to spot the Super Hellcat and the E25 in the base more than I absolutely need him to. It looks like he definitely sees something as he's firing at them, and I'm worried that other enemies are firing at them as well. But I'm just going to try to use as much DPM as I possibly can to pin down and eliminate this Tog, and eat away at the massive amount of hit point pool he has, and just see if I can get him out of the game. I think if we can get rid of him, that would be an absolutely huge move in this battle. Unfortunately, the Super Hellcat has died on my team, and it's up to the E25 alone to push up and take out that Tog. But the E25 is hurting. He's a one-shot kill. Now he's eliminated. I should have pushed this Tog earlier. I should have got him out of the game. Now I need to just hurry up and do that before I throw this game away. I might take a hit from the Tog. Yes, I do. But I'm going to see if I can try to avoid taking another one and just finish him off right away. At least with this little gun, I do have a decent rate of fire. That's kind of the only strength of it, I guess you could say. But now that the TOG is taken care of, I'm going to turn around, push back up this hill, and hope that no one has decided to push around the other side of me. It would have been very smart for them to have done that. Instead, the Scorpion up here is trying to snipe at my other allies, probably successfully. I didn't get to see. And the P-43 up here is probably going to hit the Cromwell down there as well if he's not careful. I'm going to keep my turret pointed that way, see if I get a sneaky shot in there. I do luckily have lots of hit points at my disposal still. That's something this Cromwell cannot say himself. I'm sorry, Cromwell, I don't mean to push you, but excuse me, let me in there, let me help, let me do some work. I have the hit points, let me do it. I managed to bounce a shot from that T-34-1. Don't know how that happened exactly. It must have just been quite the perfect angle. And I don't really want to fight this guy when he's hauled down either, because the little commander's hatch on top is really the only place I'm going to be able to do any damage. And he's going to make me work for this. This is going to be a fairly drawn-out battle. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you sit through 10 minutes of absolutely nothing happening. But just like this was, look at the time. We have 8.5 minutes left. So just take note of that a few times through the rest of the battle if you really want to get a sense of how much time was wasted with me staring at one spot. Luckily, my patience is soon rewarded. A few of the enemies on top of the hill there get spotted, and I decided to poke forward to see if I can finish any of them off. There's a Cromwell, and there goes a Cromwell. No longer will that be an issue, but there's still the 4 remaining enemy vehicles, and all of them are on top of that hill. At this point in the battle, it's a 4v4, and we have a bit of a health point advantage, but they definitely have the position advantage. And did I say 4v4? I meant 4 versus 3. This is looking better and better by the moment. Except for that hurt a little bit. I am fighting with this T-34-1 again. I know that me fighting him when he's hauled down like that is a bit of a mistake, but now he has to poke around the corner first, and I'm hoping that I can use amazing reflexes, I don't have those, to get a shot on him before he manages to get one on me. And hello? Okay, Rep answer. Thank you. Can we not do that? I'm trying to play the game. You're going to see in a second here. He's going to get upset with me in chat. He wants me to use my hit points. But a shot like that is exactly what I was looking for, and I don't think he understands that. Use your health points, Tiger. Yes, I am. Thanks for your great encouragement there in the chat. That's wonderful. Now, why don't you back up there and sacrifice all of your hit points? Thanks. Really appreciate it. I'm sure you'll be real angry with me now, just out of spite at the very least. I'm going to see if I can poke up here and finish off this T-34-1, but it's probably not going to happen. In retrospect, he's probably right. Maybe I should have used my hit points. Maybe I should have pushed up, because now we're running... He's upset with me again in chat. But now we're running out of hit points on our team. It has turned around. The enemy team now has the advantage in this 2 versus 3. Slight hit point advantage as well. Really, the ball is now in our court, but I really don't know if that's a good thing. Now I think this T-34-1 has realized that something has to change. I'm realizing that too. I'm realizing I have to do something, but one of the things I can't do is back up, because that Scorpion and the P-43 might be on the ridge behind me and be able to shoot me in the butt, and I cannot sacrifice these hit points. I have most of the remaining hit points on my team. I need to make the most use of them I can. Now, something to keep in mind is that me and that T-34-1, although we can't spot each other through something like that rock, we can spot each other through the remaining pieces, the burning corpse of the Cromwell. So I think I need to keep that in mind and possibly use that to my advantage, and I'm thinking that maybe I can use that to spot the enemy without him having a shot on me. Unfortunately, that does work both ways, but at least it's a tool that I can potentially use. So we play this game for a while. I keep the T-34 pinned down, hoping to get my Cromwell some time to capture the enemy base. There's only a few seconds remaining. The P-43 has been spotted approaching the Cromwell B though. Can he do it? No, with 0 seconds left on the cap, the Cromwell B manages to get killed by the P-43, and now I'm in a 1v3 situation. This is not looking too good. What do I do? There's a Scorpion that's going to be advancing on my left. There's a T-34 that can probably approach on my left as well and put me in a bad situation. The P-43 on my right is possibly going to be an issue. He's probably going to flank me. I'm probably going to get surrounded by all 3 here. What do I do about that? I need to rely on these enemies making some sort of mistake. If they coordinate their attack, there's going to be very little I can do to resist it, even though I do have a little over 1,000 hit points remaining. And being a stock vehicle is probably not going to make the situation any better. So now I wait in fear, but I'm also hesitant to wait. I don't know what that shot was, but whatever. I'm hesitant to wait because I know I'm just giving them time to set up. So now I'm thinking, you know what, I'm going to wait until I'm unspotted, and I'm going to have to make some sort of move, whether that be push the hill or move to a different position that they won't expect or something. I don't know what their plan is, and I'm afraid to find out. So here we go. Now that I think I'm unspotted, I'm going to push forward and see if I can get myself in a position where I'm not going to get shot from everybody all at once. I'm going to try to hit the T-34-1 on the move. That doesn't work out. And here's the Scorpion. He found a way to get down this hill. I'm going to go for the ram. I need to do as much damage to him as I can. I don't want to take an extra shot from him if I don't have to. And of course, the Scorpion is a super rammable vehicle. It will do no damage to me and a lot of damage to them. So there's a kill. P-43 is behind me. I haven't noticed yet, though, until he shoots me, and I need to worry about that T-34-1 up on the hill there as well. Luckily, he misses a shot. Unfortunately, I miss one as well on him. P-43 is still behind me. I'm trying to get myself into cover here so I don't get shot. I was going to go around the corner, but I'm just going to use the corpses of these enemy vehicles instead for cover as much as I can. The gun barrel of one of these enemy vehicles, the Brett Panzer, is in my way a little bit, which is making my life difficult, and I'm not sure if I should be looking at this P-43 or the T-34-1, because they could absolutely be playing with me, and just the one I'm looking at backs away while the one that I'm not looking at shoots me. My engine is damaged by the T-34-1, but that's okay. It's kind of okay. I mean, at least I have a repair kit, but my repair kit is now gone. It's now almost even, a roughly 250-300 hit point battle versus the same. I'm at 4 kills, he's at 3 kills. It's a 1v1. It's anybody's game now. It's going to take me a couple shots into him to finish him off, and I'm thinking, you know what, he's doing something funny here. He is gotta be doing something other than just sitting up there waiting for me to poke around the corner, whether he's going to appear on my right or my left, or whether I should push him or he should push me first. Which is better for me, I don't know. I'm going to back up here and hide behind this T-34 a little bit. I want to try to not take any more risks than I have to, and one of my allies reminds me, hey, he might drop off the cliff the same way that the Scorpion did and come around behind me. And I'm thinking, you know what, that's absolutely a wonderful call. Shout out to that Cromwell B. That's very smart. So I decided to push up here, make sure that the T-34-1 isn't still up here, and turn myself around, hoping that he's not still on the other side of that castle area, whatever it is, on top of this hill, ready for the flank behind me, and assume that that Cromwell B is correct. And he is. Look at that. That T-34-1 was down there, managed to get behind that rock, but luckily I got the shot into him, making him a one-shot kill. It's probably going to take him 2 kills to kill me as well, 2 shots to kill me as well. Let's get ourselves down there. Let's get a shot into him. Let's push him. We have the advantage. I think waiting is a bad idea. I'm going to see if I can get the flank on him. As long as I don't miss the shot, then I'll be okay. I managed to put the last shot into him, finishing him off, securing the victory. So earlier we received that criticism for the Brett Panzer, saying that I should push, use that hit point advantage I have, and try to do something when I have a team alive. Is that the right thing I should have done? Maybe. It's really, really hard to know, and I never will know properly. But luckily it all worked out in the end. Managed to kind of carry that ending one way or another. I really did enjoy that battle. And this victory netted me almost 10,000 experience because I had a personal reserve going, I had a premium account, and I had a ×5 experience mission. Wonderful. That made such a huge dent. 10,000 experience in a battle. That's wonderful. Anywho, thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time.